Oh man, sorry for this pretty late start here, guys. Not just time-wise, but, starting the stream up as well. I got a lot of shit to get off my chest today. A lot. Huge amount of shit I gotta get off my chest. I'm just having a horrible day. And it's not like it's the day that's horrible. It's a bunch of shit I complained about before. But it's all just kind of coming to a head and it keeps on going. Ah, man, and then there's Croker. Fucking shining light to my dark ass day. I'm probably gonna die a lot, I imagine. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, I can't tell if everything's working the way it's supposed to be. So please excuse me if shit is weird. I can't really test audio balances. I can't really test much of anything. I'm just hoping that everything works. And I'll cover that in a moment. As to why I can't do the usual business. Excuse me while I choke on my own phlegm and the dog leaves. It's not looking to be a great start to the stream today, Croker. Let alone, I'm not even super ready to accept this game. Now I'm going to play this game and there's a strong chance I'm just going to flush it. So on top of all my problems, there's also that. I need to get this off my chest because this shit is getting really aggravating. So I talked about this before. In fact, I think I talked about it maybe yesterday. My Metal Gear run, right? During the Metal Gear run yesterday, at the start, I mentioned that there was a bunch of shit that happened. That shit is still happening, and I got pretty bad news on every front. On every bad thing that went down. Carrie Fisher's mom died today, by the way. So Carrie Fisher died, and then her mom died? I'm telling you, this is like a cursed week or something. I have not had a Christmas as terrible as this one in any recent memory or even distant memory. I don't remember ever having like a legitimately bad Christmas, but this one is terrible. It's only 3 days past Christmas, and like shit is getting worse every day. My God. So she's dead, and now her mom's dead. And it's like it's not even confined to me. People are dying. Like people that are noticeable. This is the worst Christmas ever. This is the worst Christmas. And I got some kind of shit in my throat. So let me start from the beginning here. During the last Guardian stream, I won a Twitch RPG sweepstakes, right? That was about 2 weeks ago. It's maybe a little less than 2 weeks, but it's roughly 2 weeks ago I won a sweepstakes. Just popped in my email. I fill out the information there, and they said I'm going to be contacted pretty much immediately after that by some other people, and they're going to request some information, and then I'm going to get some swag. I'm like, great. I never won anything before. I'm excited. Let me win some Twitch swag. Nothing happens after 3 days, and there's a point in the email where it says if you do not respond within 3 days, you forfeit your claim to the prize. So now I'm worried, because 3 days go by. I had already filled everything out and sent it out, but I got no contact. I did not get contacted by anybody or anything. So now I contacted support.twitch.tv or something like that. I don't know. It's like support.twitchrpg. So I'm thinking this is it. This is the main support channel. I contact them. A day later, they tell me to hit up a guy called Awesome_0, which is a great username, great nickname for a guy who's in charge of all of Twitch RPG. It's a fantastic name. Not at all a name that I would associate with, I don't know, like a 12-year-old Call of Duty guy. No, nothing like that. Professional is what this type of nickname, this handle screams to me. Professional. Pure professional. I try and hit him up. They tell me to hit him up over Twitch. They tell me to hit up him. That's what I'm trying to say. Hip hop him. I needed to talk to him directly over Twitch, and I try, But for an entire week, he does not log into Twitch, and I don't get any word from him whatsoever. It is not a very well-run company. I guess not. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but Twitch RPG, I guess, is a different extension from Twitch. But regardless, I'm talking to support. They tell me to go hit up this guy, and then he doesn't respond for an entire week to anything that I've said. Not PMs, not email, through Twitch. I'm going through Twitch for this. And then I'm like, okay then, what do I do now? I gotta go back to support, right? I gotta go back to the support guys and say, hey, this guy that you told me to talk to is not responding. He's not saying anything. They don't respond back to me. It's been 3 days since I sent that email, and they have not responded back to me. So now I'm doubly worried, because not only am I not getting any talk from the guy I'm supposed to be talking to, I am not getting any talk from the group that is support. I mean, they immediately responded to me last time. Now they have not responded at all. So I'm like doubly worried. And I'm thinking, I think they're going to blow me off, right? I'm thinking the worst case scenario here is they said I won a sweepstakes, and due to circumstances outside my control, they're going to be like, oh, 3 days have passed. We don't care that you did everything you were supposed to do and could do no further. It's been 3 days, you're out. You don't win anything. That's what I keep thinking in my head, right? But I wasn't happy being ignored. I at least want to be told that. I don't want to just think that. So I pressed the matter. I sent another email today. And after I send that email, I think maybe there's something else I could do. You know, more research, somewhere I can go. I go back to the Twitch RPG site. And I fucking run around like crazy on that site trying to find some other information that might be able to help me on this. Seriously, this might be one of the very, very few things I've actually won. I don't win stuff, but, you know, I don't apply for stuff either. I don't do sweepstakes. Like, I did win a gift card once at work when the first year I was doing game testing. The company randomly drew out a gift card from a name, and I was part of it. I didn't even know I was part of it. I'm not sure how my name even got in there. But they whipped out my name from this grab bag of names, and I won like a $30 gift card at the Pie Warehouse or something. Or Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory. Exactly like on the Big Bang Theory. We have a Cheesecake Factory around here. And I got a $30 gift card for that shit. So me and my family went and ate some shit over there. And it was pretty good. Expensive as fuck, though. In any case, that's the only time I ever won something. So winning this sweepstakes was like, sweet. I love winning shit. It feels goddamn good. And it boosts my luck stat. My luck stat goes up every time I win. I'm searching all over Twitch RPG, the website, trying to find some information. But all the links keep taking me to support.twitchrpg. As an email that I can send out. That's the email address is support.twitchrpg. Until I dig into the newsletters that are on Twitch RPG. They just have newsletters there for every month. They release one every month. In the December newsletter, it actually talks about sweepstakes winners. And it says if you're a sweepstakes winner, this is what's going to happen and blah, blah, blah. And I knew all of it. With the exception of one thing. At the very bottom of that fucking shit, of that newsletter, is a second email that's not the same as the first. So rather than being support.twitchrpg, it's twitchrpg.twitch.something. It's a different email. And apparently this different email is the email that belongs to the guy that I have been trying to talk to. Awesome_0. And I'm pretty sure he's got letters in there at some point. What's up, Game Boy? Thank you very much for that host. I'm getting some shit off my chest. Trust me, this is going to be a bit. I never have anything happen. Nothing ever happens to me. It's a boring, bland, basic day. Pretty much all days of my life. But in the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of shit go down. Enough getting sidetracked, though. I get this new email, right? And now this is the new email that is assigned, theoretically, to Mr. Awesome. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fire off an email, let this guy know for the last 2 weeks everything I've been doing, slam in all these other emails I sent out, make copies of them, and forward them to this guy's email. as soon as I send that shit out, asking, what's going on with this sweepstakes shit, am I still in it or what? I immediately get an email back that says, Mr. Awesome Zero is going to be on vacation between December 19th through January 8th. Or something like that. The 8th of next month. He's not back until the 9th of next month. So for the last 2 weeks, I have won a sweepstakes where the guy in charge has only been present there for, I think, maybe 1 or 2 days of that sweepstakes. More importantly is that as soon as I got the email, I filled it out. So why didn't the guy fill it out before he left? Who knows? Who knows? I got fucking owned. That's right, I got fucking owned. Nothing ever happens to me, I swear. And then all this shit happens at once, right? We'll talk about it. The garage door is still a problem, but I pretty much wrote that off as no bueno until I make some money. I'm not doing anything with that. But this Twitch RPG thing is really infuriating. I mean, these guys are so uncommunicative. They're not talking to me about anything. And when I finally got support, it took over a week. It took over a week, and they still didn't talk to me about anything. They told me to talk to this awesome guy, awesome_0, and they didn't even give me his email. They didn't give me his email address. They just said to talk to him, which I imagined was over Twitch. But I found his email by going through a newsletter. It's nowhere else on the website, on Twitch RPG. I cannot find his email. I had to go into a newsletter? Who the fuck reads newsletters? I don't read newsletters. It was the weirdest thing on the planet. And when I finally find that email, I send one out, the guy's gone. And it kind of gives me some hope, because with the guy gone, that means that maybe I still have a claim that is mine. Maybe I could still lay claim to the prize, even though it's been 2 fucking weeks, and you're supposed to claim your prize within 3 days. I filled out the sheet and sent it out on day 1. But they did not contact me yet. Nobody has contacted me regarding the sweepstakes yet. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. But that's the deal. I won't have a resolution to this until January 9th, the 9th of next month. I mean, what? That's another 2 weeks? I gotta wait another 2 weeks or something? To say that this is frustrating, I think is a fair statement. Even though it's a free item do we really care? Probably not. I mean, it's just some Twitch swag, whatever. But I like winning shit. And I was told that I won some shit. I wanted to show it off on stream. I wanted to show you guys my fucking Twitch shirt. I wanted to show you guys my blanket size 4XL big and tall Twitch hoodie. I wanted to show that off. But who knows now? It's going to take another 2 weeks until that gets resolved. Pretty great, huh? So I can't click any links right now. I can't do... That's going to tie into another problem. What the fuck are you jokers even saying here? Yeah, the garage door, I listed that off. I can't fucking do anything with that. That's way too... That's I need to work for a long while before I can pay that off type of thing. Seriously, you aren't even like top 500 It's true, I'm nowhere near the priority, I'm sure. But they can at least tell me what's going on, right? It's a simple fucking email. And the email that I get from support is, go talk to Awesome. And they don't even give me his email. They just say, go talk to the guy. How am I supposed to talk to him? Where do I find his email? Apparently in a newsletter. I find his email in a newsletter. You would think that would be like the primary email you talk to, but I just don't get it. If they didn't make his email easy to find, it's because they don't want you sending him email. I guess that's the deal. I mean, that's got to be the deal. They don't fucking care, I guess. The thing is like, last month, when I won this thing, I went and read research, right? The newsletter of last month, or not the newsletter, the frequently asked questions sections of the sweepstakes, somewhere in the middle of that, there is literally a frequently asked question that says, does anybody actually win anything from this sweepstakes? And the response says something along the lines of, yes, people do win, but only half of those people ever claim their prize. And I'm sitting here thinking, who would not claim a prize for some free shit? It's free shit. Now I'm starting to see why half the people don't claim their prize. If this is the standard practice. The thing is this is the holidays. It's the holidays. We just had Christmas 3 days ago. Maybe shit's going down and nobody is saying anything. Why can't they just have like a message on the front page, that pops up and says, due to the holiday seasons, everybody is busy. Why not like a newsletter or something in the middle of the month that says, holiday vacations are in effect if you're a sweepstakes winner or you need to be contacted for any reason. We will not be available until the 8th or the 9th of next month, whatever. What's the big deal? Why can't that be there? It's frustrating is the only way I can label it out. I mean, I want to use a lot of more dirty words, but the truth is, like, I understand that shit happens. It's only a sweepstakes. It's just some random loot. So I can't be, like, that upset, right? I didn't spend any money on this, so I can't be that upset. But it does suck. It'd be like, you're a winner. And then they ignore you for 2 weeks, and it's actually going to be 4 weeks by the time this gets resolved. Pretty painful. Did you ever play Ratchet and Clank on PS4? No, I don't think I did, actually. Totally forgot that game existed. I wonder if it's worth playing, actually. It might be. Didn't they do like a movie that sucked that nobody liked? I wouldn't claim free shit for some sketch-ass company I have no reason to believe is real. Or do you click all the ads on this, you want an iPad? Well, what makes you think Twitch RPG isn't real? Like, it's a real website. You can go there and you can fill out surveys. You win bits from these surveys. And when you fill out these surveys and you win bits, you can give those bits to streamers. And it's like giving them $1. So I don't know why you think Twitch RPG isn't a real thing. I mean, why would you not believe that? If you actually go to Twitch RPG, it's established as a place. If you fill out surveys, you have a chance to win bits. If you win bits, that's literally money that then goes to a streamer of your choice. So I mean, I think I'm pretty comfortable in saying that Twitch RPG is not just some random sketch ass company. Like, you would have a point if it was literally an iPad. You want a free iPad from Zimbabwe. If you've got to send all your checking account and bank account info to your offshore account in Sweden. You need to do that right now. If it was shit like that, then yeah, I'd get it. I think you'd have a point. But that's nowhere near. We are not in that territory. We have an established website that is an established association with Twitch. And it's completely verified. In every sense of the word, it's a verified, legit place. It is not sketchy. It can be run like shit. I wouldn't know. But now that I'm going through this process, it certainly makes me think Twitch, neither Twitch nor this RPG survey site have their act entirely together. At the same time, it is holiday stuff and shit happens, so what can I do? What can I do? Except complain about it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on my stream, and I'm going to complain about this shit. This shit got me so riled up. I actually posted on Twitter. I tweeted on Twitter what the fuck happened. Where's my stuff? Am I winning anything? What is happening? Why am I being ignored? That's how far it went. I actually tweeted about something. And it's serious, because Donald Trump tweets all the time. And he only tweets when it's serious stuff. So, obviously, I was pushed to my limit. And I was a madman for a brief moment. I actually posted on Twitter. It was terrible. I have a survey system that I use to get GameStop points that I then redeem for PSN money. That sounds pretty legit. I mean, that's real. Survey sites are real. Survey things can happen. It's just, when you get an email that says you're an instant winner and you don't remember what the fuck you did, that's a problem. But I remember going to Twitch RPG and being part of the surveys there. I filled out some of the surveys, thinking maybe it would help me out as a streamer to have the surveys filled out, and just to kind of add to the pool. Maybe they would be like, oh, this guy works on his surveys at Twitch RPG. Maybe he's a cool streamer. I don't know. But the point is that I won something from that, and now I'm in this weird ass loophole of never getting anything. The problem is, Croker, is I didn't actually get an answer by anybody. All I got was a response from support saying, go talk to awesome _0. And some of those words were replaced with numbers. And I'm like, okay, that's professional. Let's go check that out. And then that's it. That's the only response I've gotten. I don't have an answer. I don't know if I have won anything or if I'm out of it. I might not win anything now that it's been this long. I couldn't tell you. That's the worst part, is that we just don't know what's going on. And you know, there's that little phrase in there: if you don't do this shit within 3 days, you forfeit your winnings. But I did this shit on day 1, so am I screwed? I think you can understand my frustrations. They're very reasonable frustrations. So that's Twitch RPG. That's just number 1. I still got some other shit to talk to you about, Internet, so let's move on to the next one that I want to talk to you about. This is a minor one. This is a little bit... Well, it's not minor. It's actually kind of serious, but... I mean, out of all the problems I had, I'm considering this one to be lesser in scale. Earlier in the month, I had ordered something for my dad. It wasn't exactly a Christmas gift, but it was going to arrive just before Christmas, on the 23rd. And it's nothing expensive. It was just like a $7 cap for his water bottle, so he can drink out of it without the shit spilling all over his face in the middle of the night, you know, when he's sleeping. I bought that shit. It's a nice little thing. It's just $7, and I was going to give that to him when we got it. Well, I forgot about it because I had this work shit I was doing, and I was trying to work on getting the job revealed and done and etc. So the 23rd comes by, I get the notification on my phone and everything, hey, you got your package today, it was put in your mail. Fantastic. My mail gets here at about 5 o'clock, so I'll check it later in the day and snag that shit. I go out to the mailbox, it ain't there. I'm sitting there like maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night, it ain't in there. That item is not in my mailbox. I am not, officially I am not with that chicken job yet. I'm not with Popeyes yet. The chick said she would give me a call back, and I haven't heard from her yet, since I haven't heard from her today, and it's almost 8 o'clock. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. It sounded like she was going to be busy. So I might not hear from her for a week, but I at least have her email, so I can shoot that over to her. And I can bug her about that. No, I did not get the job. That's another thing. I'll more detail about that later. I gotta highlight this whole shit because we just had so much shit happening. I go up to that mailbox and that $7 item is gone from my mailbox, and I start freaking out. I'm like, where the fuck is this thing? I've never had a mail delivered to me that wasn't there. When they say we have delivered an item to you, for me it's always 100% been available. So I'm like, shit, something has happened. Something has happened to my item. I give it a couple of days thinking maybe the mail had fucked up. Christmas comes and goes. And then yesterday, I decided, okay, this thing is not in the mail yet. We haven't gotten it. So either one of two things. It did not actually get sent out, or somebody stole that shit. I fire an email off to the company that I bought it from yesterday. And then today, this morning, I wake up and there's an envelope next to my computer, and my brother is like, yeah, read that envelope. I read it. Somebody had written in the upper right corner of this package, which was opened, and it says, I'm so sorry, I found this at the neighborhood school, grade school. It's a Jefferson Elementary School. It's literally up the block, like 2 blocks into the left. It's right there. We're within, like, not even a 5-minute walking distance of a grade school that I went to as a kid. It's Jefferson Elementary. Some random person, they called themselves neighbor, found this discarded package up at the school, in the forest of the school. It's like a wooded area. It's not really a forest. It's not big enough for that. But it's a wooded area, and they found it there, and they dropped it off in front of our house, and when my dad got up this morning, much earlier than I did, he saw it in front of the door. It was just on the floor. Some kid, some possible Jefferson Elementary School kid was walking by, cased our mailbox, and took out the package before Christmas. He thieved my dad's water bottle cap. A $7 water bottle cap. Admittedly, it had a cool picture of a pirate's skull and crossbones on it. So maybe that was the tempting offer. How did he know it was in the package? I don't know. But it sounds awful lot like perhaps a little kid walked past our mailbox after the mail was there and fucking scampered off with the loot inside. Possibly owned by a child. It's very possible. I might have gotten owned by a kid. I've never had anything stolen from my mailbox. I've never had anything stolen, and I have never had anything stolen around Christmas time. Admittedly, I'm usually pretty careful about not having anything vulnerable at any given time, but this item was a $7 item, and I figured I didn't really think about it. That's the thing. I ordered it way earlier in the month. It took like 2.5 weeks to get that shit processed and over here. Some kid just pulled it out of the mailbox, ripped it open, checked out what was inside, and then threw the package at the fucking Jefferson School or something. I don't know, man. I guess it had to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be a kid, but it sure sounds like it, right? Why would you go to an elementary school to discard the package? That's some weird shit. Owned by a child is how I'm thinking about it. And I don't even, like, now I'm all paranoid. Like, holy shit. Do I have no defense against just random kids grabbing shit out of our mailbox? How do you stop that? Other than, like, rig a bunch of barbed wires around the mailbox. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to prevent that exactly. The only bright side of that is that I managed to email the people back, and I said, it turns out that our item was stolen from the mailbox. A neighbor has let us know. And I actually got a reply from the people that we bought it from. And they said, we are really sorry to hear that. Would you like a reorder or a refund? And I was like, I would like a reorder, and I haven't heard back. So I'm kind of got my fingers crossed that maybe these guys are just going to send out another cap for free, you know, and I won't have to pay for it. But that, I don't know, maybe I'll have to throw another $7 at it, which is fine. It's just $7. It's not going to break anybody's back, but boy, it's pretty disturbing to know that just some kid, by flight of fancy or whatever reason, could just swipe something out of that mailbox. I don't know how a lock would work. Like, it's a standard old-fashioned mailbox. It's not something that has, like, a loop on it that you can lock in place or anything like that. I mean, how would any mail get into it? I'd have to give a key to the mailman, I guess. I don't know. It's just an old-fashioned mailbox. $7 when you don't have a job, exactly. That's a lot of money. That's a fucking that's almost a teriyaki. That's $2 short of a full teriyaki. That could be dinner. That could be in dinner. And I bought that for my old man, my aging old man. He's 70 years old. Can you believe that? My old man has turned 70 years old this Christmas. His birthday's like on the 8th or something. I don't quite remember, but I bought that cap as a Christmas birthday gift kind of thing, and it fucking got swapped. I can't believe it. Some kid just reached in and pulled that shit out. Yeah. Do you even own your mailbox, or is it property of the USPS? I believe we own it. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't understand much of it. It's just a communal mailbox where I'm talking old fashioned. It's a wooden pole that is stuck into the ground, and then it goes sideways, and we have 4 houses' mails are listed right next to each other. So 4 of the boxes are lined up right there, and ours is the one way on the right. And then these 4 boxes cover my house, and then the house next to us, and then across the street 2 houses over there. So I think it's our property. Technically, I think it's like a communal property. I don't think it's USPS because they have never done anything to it. They've never it's in kind of bad shape. It's been weathered over the years. We bought a new mailbox like a handful of years ago. But everything else is kind of decrepit on it. His inheritance, I already have his inheritance, Game Boy. I take care of him. We take care of each other if we're going to be specific about it, but we're already intermingled. There's no, I'm not getting much of anything when he passes away, which is fine. Because I don't really care. But the reason, I'd rather have him alive, because the reason I can still afford this place once I get a job and once my brother gets a job is that he's still alive and he's pulling down some really good, quality, been working since 1960s money, Back when you were actually paid a living wage. You didn't have to worry about shit, $25 an hour type of shit. He's making some pretty decent retirement money. So he's the reason we get to stay here. That's issue number 2. And that's a minor issue. A minor issue. Issue number 2, and it's so minor. Number 3. This one's less minor. This one actually impacts me more than anything else. We have a laptop upstairs. I'm telling you, the list of shit just keeps on going. We have a laptop upstairs. It is the designated dad's laptop. It used to be mom and dad's, but mom passed. Now it's just dad's. Me and, Brothire will use it just to maybe tie it up to the TV and watch some Star Trek off the TV or some shit. Blu-ray Star Trek. We'll do shit like that. But for the most part, it's dad's. And the reason it's dad's is because he likes to jerk it like no man on the planet, and he wants his porn. So we have to give him an entire laptop that is just his to infect with whatever he wants. We have nothing personal on that laptop. It's almost like a burn laptop. You just use it until it's driven into the ground, until it's filled with malware and all these problems, right? Of course, we keep it updated with things that stop viruses and shit like that. But you're going to those websites, you're going to get some shit. That's just how it is. You're going to get some shit. You're going to get a keylogger. Who knows? Who knows what you're going to get? You can be as defended as you want to be. But the best defense is never going to those sites that have those problems. But those sites that have those problems have exposed vaginas, oftentimes with things put in them. And my dad likes that and wants to see them. I do too, but I usually go through vetted channels before I start going to random websites. 4chan's pretty good for that. So that laptop, that Spank machine, it's a Toshiba Satellite, an old-fashioned one. It's like 6 years old, A505 or something like that. The screen died off. Completely died off. The screen's backlighting is no longer functioning. The machine itself works really well. Oddly enough, it works really well. It still chugs because it's an old laptop, but it hasn't had any faulty hardware in it yet, which is amazing. The screen is the only thing that was giving us problems in the last couple weeks, and as of last Christmas, the screen died. It will not dim anymore. You have to hold a flashlight up to the screen, and you can see what you're doing that way, but obviously you're not going to want to do that. It's fucking irritating as hell. But the laptop itself still works. So what the problem was is either the ability to dim the screen is dead in some fashion, or the screen itself is dead in some fashion. We take that shit up to our place. It's just a place where we get our repairs checked on, right? The guy gives it a look over for the day. We did it yesterday, and we just got it back today. And the guy deduces that it's not the converter. It's an old-fashioned laptop, and it has an LCD it has an old-fashioned LCD display, which uses a CCFL lighting system. It's a replaceable, simple system that once you replace the whole screen, you're good to go. It's not that big of a deal. There used to be a lot of screens that you could get. Nowadays, not so much, because they all moved over to like LEDs, which are way different. But that's what we need to do, right? We need to swap out the screen. The guys deduce that it's not the converter, it's just the screen. So, are you actually licking my pillow? You know I don't like that. I'm trying to talk about some bullshit here. It's not a good it's not a good time to be testing me with the licks. It really isn't. This dog. They try to fix the screen. The guy calls up a million different places, and nobody has a screen available. He finds one place that has a screen available, and the guy wants to sell it to him for $190. And it's nowhere near worth doing. It's nowhere near worth doing. He wants $190 just for the item. And then obviously I'd have to pay the guy for, labor fees in order to actually put the damn thing in. So I'm thinking this is some bullshit. Our laptop, which still runs fine and does everything we want it to do, just needs a new screen, and we can't find a new screen for it at a reasonable price. So I take it home, I hit up some websites, I try and figure out if I can do something on my own. Turns out if you go to Amazon or eBay, there's a handful of screens that will fit that exact machine. They are the exact screen that you need. And they're only about 60 or 70 bucks. They're a little used, but who cares about used, right? The whole machine is 6 years old. At this point, we'll take literally anything. So I decide to buy that screen for 70 bucks, and I'm going to try and put that screen into the laptop myself. It's probably a horrible idea. But there's a tutorial on YouTube that shows me how to dismantle the monitor on the laptop and replace the actual screen portion of it. And it doesn't look too bad. You gotta just take out the screws, and then once you have access to the screen, there's only two things that plug in, and they're very obvious where those two things plug into for your screen. Once you've plugged them in, you're good to go. You just reverse the screws, you just put them all back where you took them out. And that's it. It was really weird that I had to order online what this guy wouldn't order online. That was a weird thing. But I kind of get it because the dude wants to go through his vetted channels or something. But now I have to wait for that screen to get in here. It cost me 70 bucks, and I've got to actually put it in. And who knows if I'm actually going to be able to do that. I mean, I've never done it before. It's a brand new experience for me. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Man, that one's bugging me the most. Because now, without that laptop, I can't do a lot of the side stuff that I was doing down here, right? I have my laptop here for the actual stream. This is the stream machine that I'm doing all this from right now. I had a side companion here, a Google Chromebook. And this Chromebook, I was using for my side stuff. I could monitor my stream, I could kind of hear the sound levels a little bit, and all that shit. I could look at my dashboard and see who followed, I could review messages and all that shit. I can't do that on my main machine here. My main stream machine doesn't like it when I do other things besides stream. I'm lucky enough that I can have my chat open and still read it. I don't have to use the chat on my Chromebook. But I do need my Chromebook for virtually everything else. In links, I can't click a damn link without that Chromebook here. My brother and my dad can't live without a fucking laptop upstairs, so I had to give up my Chromebook. I didn't have to, but, I mean, these guys were bitching all day about not having a laptop. So I had to clean out my Google Chromebook. I had to kind of disassociate all that I could with it, just in case my dad blows things up. I gotta make sure all that shit's protected, right? There's not a lot on there. It's just a Google Chromebook. It's not really like a proper computer. It doesn't have shit in it. It's really just for browsing. So I disconnected a lot of my linked up shit, and then I just left it upstairs, and now it's going to get ravaged by the porn-addled mind of my dad and brother. And then I'm assuming I fix the laptop, I'm then going to have that Chromebook back, and I'm going to have to make sure it's doing okay. I possibly might break that shit, and that's what my brother kind of thinks, but it's useless. The laptop is useless right now. We can't use it. There's no screen for it. You could plug it into an external monitor, like a TV or just one of these monitors behind me. You could do that, and it will display the laptop properly over there. But we want the laptop to be mobile. We want to be able to pick that shit up, take it to their room so they can go jerk off. I don't do that. I have a phone. I have a smartphone right here. I got my Samsung S6. I don't need a laptop to jerk off. I've got a smartphone that helps me do that. That's why I like 4chan so much. It's a nice mobile little thing. It's all condensed, and the porn's right there. I don't care if my brother and father do it together. It's up to them. As long as I'm not there, what do I care? I care more about the Chromebook surviving any ordeals. That's what I care about. As long as they don't fucking do anything weird to that, it's alright. But yeah, I can't click links. I can't really review the stream. I gotta take your guys' word. If things sound okay, if things work okay, it's all about you guys. You guys are gonna have to let me know that shit. Man. What? Okay, so that's 3 things that was shit on today. That's my shitty day so far. Just those 3 things. What else? What other shitty thing? The garage door is some shit, but I'm not thinking about that. The work thing. So I'm supposed to be working right now. At least I thought I was. But the chick didn't call me back. She said she would call me back. She never called back, bros. I must have said something wrong. I mean, she's 50. You would think she would kind of welcome me into her arms. I'm kind of a strapping young 32-year-old that plays video games and fighting games pretty well. You would think she would be all over that. But I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on with the job. I seriously don't know what's happening. I showed up. The place was packed. She said, listen, I can't do anything with you today because it's way too busy. Plus, I've got to go do some other shit down at the other stores for the next couple days. I need to give you a call, and then we'll try and work through some shit. It's only been 2 days since then, but it's still I'm just in the dark, and who knows when anything is gonna reveal. Who knows? It's just more frustration on top of this weird ass shit that's already been happening. Laptop is fucked. We had an item stolen for Christmas, so my dad didn't get his birthday Christmas gift. Fucking my sweepstakes thing is not winning, and I'll not have a resolution to that for another 2 weeks. At least. And I'm in the dark about this job thing. I have no idea what's going on. It's been a lot. I mean, this describing what you do as playing video games is a bit generous. Most of the time I'm playing a video game. Alright? Usually I'm more professional, so to say that it's a play, well, I don't know. I mean, it is more like work. You're right. It's a bit generous to say that I am playing video games. It's more like I am working on video games because I offer top-tier gameplay. I offer reviews that people take into consideration when they go to play another game. If they should buy a game or not, they rely on me to give them a nice sense, a realistic look at the game with no frills, no buzzwords, and no strange shit, no pandering, none of this, because none of this gets into my pocket. I'm completely money free when it comes to my reviews for video games. No one pays me to review them. So they trust in that honesty. You're right. It isn't so much playing video games, but I still consider it that because at the end of the day, I am still playing shit. Regardless. Pretty sure that's everything. That's 4 fucking things. How long did I yell about this? It's actually been 47 minutes. It's almost been an hour. Complaining about this shit has almost taken an hour. I'm pretty sure I got everything squared away. I mean, I guess I should mention that all the Christmas money that I got, the combo Christmas birthday money, it's all gone now. It's all gone because of the laptop screen Like it took it took like $25 for them to figure out what the problem is, and it would have been, and then the rest of it really went into the screen that I had to pick up. So there's just not a lot of good shit going on. There's just not a lot of good shit going on. And now I'm gonna play Let It Die, a game that I have very, very little assurity that I'm going to like it. Like, a lot of people have been playing this game, and I'm just not sure how I'm going to feel about it. It doesn't look like it's going to be any fun. But somehow people fucking get into it, and they're into it. They think it's good. They like grinding, they enjoy the grinding, and sometimes they actually spend real money on this shit so they can have their continue coins or whatever. I've had a fucking own day. I've never had a Christmas this fucking bad, man. Not in any memory can I think of how this shit has gone down. Not in any memory whatsoever. This Christmas has been the worst Christmas. Zombie Dark Souls, I don't even know. But I think we're about to find out. Did I clear out did I get out that shit off my chest? I think I did. Chatter, am I done? Is there more for me to complain about? I could think of something. Is there anything left? I'm pretty sure I got everything. It's just that all that stuff happened in like the last week, really. I mean, everything was happening around Christmas. After Christmas and before Christmas, this stuff was really piling up. All right, let's get this shit rolling.